Sutherland. And when the house was built, when my parents got married, there was very poor access through rough tracks. So my father decided to build a road round the edge of a rock on the shortest route from the main track to the house. But that involved a lot of blasting, so he got a license to handle dynamite. This was back in the 1950s, early 1960s, before terrorism acts made life difficult. So when he was finished the road, he had a stock of dynamite left, which was put in a redundant metal oven and left for some time until some of my cousins were visiting. And they knew that if they were told not to do a job, that is precisely what they would go. So mother got concerned about them handling dynamite. So father decided he would move the dynamite to a bee box, which the bees had died out, so the bee box was empty, knowing that they were terrified of bees and they would not go near the beehive. So that was that the dynamite rested in the beehive for quite a few years. But gelignite, dynamite, goes unstable because after time it becomes liquid, and liquid gelignite is very, very dangerous. So on the croft, at that stage, most crofters had small numbers, 1 or 2 cows, so not enough to have their own bull. We hired a bull from the Department of Agriculture for the whole village, and we were looking after the bull at that particular time. And one day, after the dynamite had been in the beehive for several years, we looked out and the bull was scratching himself on the beehive. Knowing that the dynamite was very, very unstable, we were rather concerned at how we were going to explain to the Department of Agriculture that the bull had blown himself up. So he had a good scratch and demolished the beehive completely. So it was just matchwood. So after things quietened down, father and myself decided we'd go and investigate. And the bit of the story I missed was after he had put the dynamite in the beehive, a swarm took possession of the hive, and they were in it for, and that's an important part, they were in it for several years, but they were wicked. You did not dare go near them. So they were just a wild swarm of bees. But they had died out. I think a storm had damaged the beehive and had killed them. So when we went over to investigate, they found that the bees had actually demolished the dynamite. They had eaten it.
That's probably...
All that was left was the paper covering of the dynamite, and all that was inside was gone.
Weaponized bees.
Weaponized bees.